Well, looks like it's just us again, working late. It's becoming a bit of a habit, isn't it? But honestly, I don't mind. In fact, I kind of prefer it this way. Less distraction, more focus. You know, I might have had a little something to do with that. Making sure we had to stay late, I mean. Maybe I didn't rush through things today because, well, maybe I wasn't in a hurry to leave. I really hope you don't mind. I just enjoy our time together, even if it's under the guise of work. It's not every day you get to spend hours alone with someone as amazing as you. And there's something about this quiet office, the late hours. It just feels a little more intimate, don't you think? It's like the world outside doesn't exist and it's just the two of us here. No interruptions, no one else to worry about. Hey, you're not upset with me, are you? For keeping you here late? I mean, I could have handled most of this on my own, but where's the fun in that? Plus, I get to see that focused look you have when you're deep in work, and I think it's kind of hot. You know, you work so hard and you're always so diligent. But you deserve to be taken care of, too. You're always looking out for everyone else. Well, maybe it's time someone looked out for you. I mean, you've been tense all day. I can see it in the way you hold yourself, the way your shoulders are so tight. If you want, I could help you relax a little. Maybe give you a shoulder rub. I'm pretty good at it, you know. Oh, come on. You've earned it. Just lean back. Let me take care of it for you. And let me take care of you for a bit. I promise I'll be gentle. Hmm. See? Now, isn't that better? You're so tense. You really need to take better care of yourself. Or maybe you just need someone to do it for you. Someone who knows exactly how to ease that stress away. I could make this a regular thing, you know? Just the two of us, winding down after a long day. Maybe not even in the office. We could find somewhere a little more comfortable. Somewhere we wouldn't be interrupted. Oh, you're blushing. Did I embarrass you? Or are you thinking about it too? I've been thinking about it for a while now. What it would be like to have you all to myself, outside of work. Where we don't have to worry about deadlines or projects, just each other. I've been wanting to tell you this for a while, but well, I didn't want to make things awkward. You're just so amazing. I found myself looking forward to these late nights more and more. Sure, it's kind of selfish, but I wanted to keep you here with me, even if it meant dragging out the work a little longer. Hey, do you remember my first day here? Yeah, I know. I was so nervous, practically shaking. I mean, like, new job, new people. I felt like a fish out of water. But then, you were there. You smiled at me, showed me around, made me feel like I actually belonged here. It was such a small thing, but it meant the world to me. You probably didn't even realize what you were doing, but that kindness, that warmth, I'll never forget it. And from that moment on, I I couldn't stop thinking about you. Every time you passed by my desk, every time you smiled at me in the hallway, I felt this pull, this connection. I tried to ignore it at first, telling myself that it was just a crush, just something that would fade away. But it didn't. And I think it really only got stronger. It's it's pretty stupid, isn't it? How one act of kindness can completely change the way you see someone. But you, you're different. You didn't just help me settle in. You made me feel safe, appreciated, seen. And the more time I spent around you, the more I realized I didn't want to just be your coworker. I wanted to be so much more. But I didn't know how to tell you. I didn't want to risk making things awkward between us. Yeah, so I kept it to myself. But it's been driving me kind of crazy. Seeing you every day, talking to you, working alongside you, and wanting so much more than I thought I could ever have. You know what? We've been working too hard. You want to take a break? I could use a coffee, and I'm sure you could too. Uh, you want to go to the break room for a bit? Just unwind? Okay, cool. Let's go. After you. So, with the holidays coming up soon, I've been thinking about taking a little vacation, actually. Somewhere far away, where I can really disconnect. Europe, maybe. I've always wanted to explore those charming little towns, stroll through the, old streets, and just lose myself in the history and beauty of it all. I mean, just imagine waking up in a cozy little bed and breakfast, having a leisurely breakfast with a view of the countryside, then spending the day exploring, maybe stopping by a cafe for some local pastries. Doesn't that sound wonderful? You know, it would be even more wonderful if you came with me. I mean, just think about it. The two of us, away from all the stress of work, no deadlines, no meetings, just enjoying each other's company, taking our time to see the sights, relaxing whenever we want. And, you wouldn't have to worry about a thing. I'd take care of everything. The flights, accommodations, the meals. I'd even make sure you had all the time in the world to relax, with no distractions. Just you and me. I could take care of all your needs, both while we're there and even before we go. Can you picture it? Walking through those cobblestone streets, holding hands, finding little hidden spots where we could just be ourselves. I could show you all the places I've always dreamed of visiting, and we could discover new ones together. Yeah. And, well, after a long day of exploring, we could return to our room, just the two of us. And I'd make sure you were comfortable, taken care of, completely at ease. You wouldn't have to lift a finger. I take care of everything. All you'd have to do is enjoy it. Enjoy us. I mean, it's just an idea, but I'd love for you to think about it. We can make it happen, you know? Just say the word, and I'll start planning everything. Sorry, am I coming on a little strong? Look, even if you're not ready for that yet, I just want you to know that the offer stands. I want to be there for you, whether it's here at work or halfway across the world. You mean so much to me, and I want to make you happy. You know, this, this actually reminds me of a trip I took a few years ago to, Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. It was amazing. The energy, the culture, the food, everything was so vibrant, so alive. I remember wandering through the bustling markets, getting lost in the alleyways, and just tasting the street food that was incredible. It was the kind of experience that stays with you. But, I was alone. I've always been a solitary traveler, you know? I liked the freedom of going wherever I wanted, whenever I wanted, without having to worry about anyone else. But, well, while I was there, surrounded by all that beauty, all that vibrancy, I couldn't help but feel lonely. I kept thinking how much better it would have been to share those moments with someone, to turn to someone next to me and say, "Isn't this amazing?" and see that same wonder in their eyes. I've always thought of myself as independent, someone who doesn't need anyone else to enjoy life. But that trip made me realize that maybe I was missing out on something. And lately, I've been rethinking my whole philosophy on traveling. And, well, you're a big part of it. Since I've met you, I've started to see things differently. I've started to want things I never thought I would, like companionship, shared experiences, closeness. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I don't want to travel alone anymore. I want to share those moments, those experiences with someone who means something to me. Someone like you. I can't stop thinking about what it would be like to explore the world with you by my side. To wake up each morning knowing we have the whole day ahead of us, just to enjoy each other's company, to discover new places together. I want that with you. So, if, if you ever feel like taking a break from all this, just know that the offer's there. I love nothing more than to show you the world, one beautiful place at a time. Anyway, uh, let's finish up here and then maybe we can figure out what comes next. Together. All right, my lovely listeners, before I wrap up this video, it's time for a special shout out to some of the amazing people who support me on Patreon. Today, I want to give a huge thank you to Zanari and Luna. Your love and support mean the world to me, and I couldn't do this without you. If you want to join the fun and get your name in the spotlight, be sure to check out my Patreon. Until next time, take care, stay cozy, and I'll see you soon.